What's up guys, this is Witt with PragerU, today back with another story time with Will. Today we're reading Jacob's New Dress. I got this book picked out for me and I'm already very excited to read it by just looking at what's on the cover, so let's get into it. Okay, first page. Jacob ran to join Emily in the dress-up corner. As of now, Jacob still looks like a boy. So we're starting off great.
And here we go with the first problem of the video. Right now he's saying that Jacob looks like a boy. What's a boy even supposed to look like? What's he gonna do throughout this video is just describe stereotypes on what a boy should look like and how he believes a boy should look like. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna depict on how I believe all these publications are wrong.
Emily slid into a shiny yellow dress, while Jacob wiggled into a sparkly pink dress. They both reached for the crown, but Jacob got there first. "I'll be the princess," he said. It's kinda racist. Jacob's white, took the crown first from the black kid?
How can it possibly be racist? They're just kids. I doubt they even know what racist is. Simply because he got to it first and said that he wants to be the princess just means he's childish. There is no racial intentions here whatsoever.
Christopher frowned. "Jacob, why do you always wear the girl clothes?" Miss Wilson heard the hubbub. Hubbub? "What's going on, kids?" "Jacob is wearing girl clothes," complained Christopher. "The dress-up corner is where we come to use our imagination," Miss Wilson said. "You can be a dinosaur, a princess, a farmer, anything." "Christopher, what do you want to be?" "A boy." Christopher scowled. "How was school today?" Mom asked, studying Jacob's face. "Fun?" "Christopher says boys can't wear dresses," said Jacob. "Can they?" Mom said he's absolutely right. "What are you thinking wearing a dress to school?"
He didn't wear the dress to school. The school gave him the dress so he could play pretend.
No, she didn't really say it. She said, "Of course they can." For some reason, Mom hugged Jacob. "Why don't you get the dress you wore on Halloween and play in that?" So this mom had already gotten this little boy a dress for Halloween before, so this has been going on for some amount of time, so it's the mom's evil plot all along. Found the antagonist of the book.
So a mother supports her child's decision to wear whatever he wants, and she's somehow the antagonist of the book? Dastardly.
Jacob pulled on his witch's dress and twirled. He loved the way the black lace swirled around him. "I want to wear my dress to school." Mom was quiet. "Let me think about that," she said. "Look at the dog's face. He's like, dude, don't wear that to school." Everyone's gonna make fun of you. Jacob wondered what to play next. Pirate? Princess? Bird? It's my favorite game as a kid. Bird. The next morning, Jacob stood on the stairs wrapped in a giant bath towel. "What are you wearing?" asked Mom. "It's like a dress, but I can get it dirty," Jacob said, pointing to the towel. "I made it." Dad frowned. "You can't go to school like that." "Put on some shorts and a shirt under that dress thing," Mom said. "And hurry, we're late for school." So the mom basically just totally goes against the man in the relationship. She goes against the dad who says, "You can't wear this," and he just sits there, sipping his cup of joe, and doesn't even try to fight back. So not only is the mom super controlling, but the dad is weak.
Okay, what do you mean by she completely goes against the man of the relationship? Women have equal say in relationships too. This is her child too. Secondly, while the woman is in most of the photos and most of the pages in this book, the father is only seen in 2. So judging by that, we can see that the mother plays a much bigger role in the child's life than the father's. You can make an excuse of saying that the father is working or some extra that isn't in the book right now. However, that excuse only goes so far. Also, I'm not a big fan of how he said that the man doesn't try to fight back, because that can be taken out of context.
"What's that?" demanded Christopher. Why do they have to make him seem so mean? He's just asking, why are you wearing a towel on your body? No one wears towels. Jacob moved closer to his mom. "Good morning, Christopher," said Jacob's mom. "Jacob's wearing something new he invented. Isn't it nice?" Christopher didn't answer. "What are you supposed to say? He's wearing a towel around his body."
Okay, so Christopher doesn't have to say anything, because nothing that Jacob wears affects him at all. In fact, that's the problem with this entire video. What is what Jacob wears has anything to do with anybody outside of him and his family? If it's his decision to wear a dress, let him wear a dress. He never assumes himself as a girl. Yes, he calls himself a princess, but again, even if so, that's him and his family's business. If you don't have nothing nice to say, then don't say anything at all, especially if it doesn't affect you.
Look at this. Christopher is not happy.
This isn't the truth, this is just a nitpick. That was just cringy. Just so cringy.
Christopher is the homie. That's my favorite character so far.
The literal bully and the main antagonist of this entire book is your homie? Okay.
And then I like how this kid's just all alone with his own painting, not caring about anything that has to do with gender.
I also like how that child is sitting there minding his own business, not caring what doesn't affect him, bother him whatsoever.
How was school today? Mom asked. Christopher stole my dress thing, said Jacob. The tears flooded back. Mom, whispered Jacob, can you help me make a real dress? Mom didn't answer. The longer she didn't answer, the less Jacob could breathe. Oh wow. Couldn't breathe without a dress. Let's get the sewing machine, she said finally. No, Mom! You caved in. Jacob felt the air refill his body. That's a little exaggeration. The kid has asthma. You should probably get that checked. There's only one way to be a boy. Boys don't wear dresses.
Okay, so your little homie is now a thief. I just want to put that out there. He stole something from Jacob. Jacob wasn't bothering Christopher whatsoever, yet he stole his property. Regardless of what Christopher thought, there's no excuse for stealing.
I don't wear dresses that often. Dad looked up from his book. Mom and I made a dress, said Jacob quietly. This is every dad's dream first kid. No more going and playing football with your son. Now you gotta put on makeup and watch James Charles videos. My mom and I made this dress, Jacob said proudly at circle time. We used her sewing machine. That's wonderful, said Miss Wilson. Was the sewing machine hard to use? That's the question you have? Was the sewing machine hard to use? Why aren't you asking, you're a boy, why are you wearing a dress?
This is Franklin D. Roosevelt, age 2, wearing a dress and a wig. Now, I have done research and it turns out that the reason why boys wore dresses back then between the 16th and 19th century was so that they could have easier access to the toilet, in case they were having troubles unbuttoning their belts, etc., and so on. Now, this book is taking place in modern day, so that excuse does not hold up. However, my problem is still with Will himself. He claims that Jacob was being a little racist for taking the crown away from the black girl. However, there were no racial intentions there. He is just a child, and I doubt he knows what racism is. He's not judging the little girl by her skin color or by how she looks, like what some people are doing in this video.
Why does Jacob wear dresses? Christopher, finally, with some sense in here.
So, the literal bully who has yet to explain why he even has a problem with Jacob wearing a dress and even stole Jacob's property is the one with sense in this video. Okay.
Miss Wilson paused. I think Jacob wears what he's comfortable in. Yeah, it's all the women in this book who want to make the little boys into girls, which is strange to me.
Okay, so earlier you stated that the husband did nothing to stop the wife. So you should be saying that it's also the husband's fault and not just the women. Secondly, the teacher has no say in the matter because this is not her child. Unless he was breaking a dress code, then it's perfectly fine for him to wear a dress. It's not affecting anyone. And also, Christopher is not the hero in this saying. He literally stole the dress.
Christopher, I made this dress. I'm proud of it, and I'm going to wear it. And you know what else? Jacob tagged Christopher. You're it. Jacob sprinted across the playground, his dress spreading out like wings. And no one saw Jacob again. Transgenders are such a small percentage of the American population, but then when you put out a book like this, which is going to reach, I'm sure, hundreds of thousands of young kids, you're giving them the wrong idea. You're making them think that, oh, if I'm a boy and I like pink, maybe I'm actually a girl. Or then it's telling the parents who read a book like this and they're like, oh, maybe my girl likes the color blue, or maybe she likes to play with a truck, maybe she's actually a boy. It gives them the idea that just because they might be a little bit different, they might actually be a different gender, and that is a completely wrong idea.
Of course not. This simply makes them individual people who happen to have opinions that differ from yours. Just because they don't live in your realm of standards that a boy should look like this and a girl should do this, doesn't make them the opposite gender of who they really are.
As you can see, leftists don't support freedom of speech. They will not allow a difference of opinion on their campus that doesn't conform to their leftist agenda.
That clip that you had just seen was from a video called Student Calls Police on Will Witt. The problem with the video is that a student on campus decides to call the police on Will Witt for having opposing opinions and simply asking questions. Now, I don't know if that video were real. I suggest you guys check out my other video to see my analysis on it. But if that video were real, then yes, that student was wrong for calling the police on Will. But now we have Will doing the exact same thing to Jacob. Think about it. We learned nothing about Jacob's personality. All we know is that he wants to wear a dress. But he's not being judged on his personality, is he? He's being judged on what he looks like, what he's wearing. And simply because he does live in this weird scenario or these standards that a boy shouldn't be wearing dresses and that a girl can't like blue and like trucks, then that makes him the opposing gender? Simply because he doesn't live up to the standards that you want for him? Anyway, I'm the Ugly Truther. Let me know your thoughts, comments, etc. And I'll see you in the next video.